Good morning, students. My name is Vijay Prasad and I'm here to teach you English literature. Okay, class 6 English literature, and my topic for today will be, I'll be teaching you a story, and story is Who Did Patrick's Homework, from your book Honeysuckle. Honeysuckle. Now let's see here, what does honeysuckle exactly mean? Honeysuckle, Honeysuckle. Honeysuckle. What does honeysuckle mean? What is the meaning of honeysuckle? Honeysuckle means a climbing shrub. It's a climbing shrub with tubular flower. Tubular flower. It's a climbing shrub with tubular flower. Tubular flower means tube kind of flower. Flower having tube kind of shape. This kind of flower. It's a tubular flower. It's a climbing shrub, and all the honeybees and other insects, they come here, suck the nectar, okay, and transfer it to the other flower. Sort of pollination type. So we'll be reading Honeysuckle and the first chapter of this book. First chapter of this book is Who Did Patrick's Homework. First chapter is Who Did Patrick's Homework. Who did Patrick's homework? This is the first chapter of this book. I will ask you quite a few questions from this chapter. The questions are at the beginning of a chapter. Okay. First question is, do you like homework? First question is, do you like homework? Naturally, nobody likes homework, but you should do homework. It will make you learn things. You must develop interest. If you don't have interest, you must develop interest. You should like homework. But this particular character in this book did not like homework. Patrick never used to like homework, never used to do his homework. Now our next question is, do you do it yourself? Do you do it yourself? Or do you get help? Or do you get help? Do you do it yourself or do you get help? So children, if you do your homework by yourself, you will learn a lot. And if you depend on some other people, your neighbor or your friend, then they will learn, not you will learn. Okay, you will be cheating yourself. Okay, the next question is, other question, what homework do you usually have? What homework do you usually have? What homework do you usually have? Usually you have the school homework. Okay, and if you are escaping this homework, you will not be learning anything, just playing and learning. The writer means to say this, okay? The writer means to say this. So children, you must be honest with your work. The writer means to say that you must be honest with your work, okay? Now let's start the chapter. I'll be starting a chapter now. Let's start the chapter. The first chapter, Who Did Patrick's Homework? I hope you guys do it homework by yourself. Okay. The first para itself. Patrick never did homework, too boring, he said. He played hockey and basketball and Nintendo instead. His teachers told him, Patrick, do your homework or you won't learn a thing. And it's true, sometimes he did feel like an ignoramus, but what could he do? He hated homework. So Patrick never did homework. He never used to listen to his teachers also. He used to ignore homework. He used to run away from homework. He used to feel homework as a burden, not as an opportunity, as a burden. He played hockey and basketball and Nintendo instead. He used to play, rather doing homework, he used to play basketball, hockey, Nintendo. It's a video game, Nintendo, 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 Nintendo. What is Nintendo? It's a video game. Video game. I hope like lots of children, they are fond of video games. You like video games. You like playing video games during summer vacations. That is okay. But playing video games, okay, instead of doing homework, that's very bad. You should always give preference to your homework rather than playing video games. His teachers told him, Patrick, do your homework or you won't learn a thing. And it's true. Sometimes he did feel like an ignoramus. So his teachers always used to remind him that, okay, Patrick, do your homework, but he never used to listen to his teachers. He always used to give a deaf ear to his teachers. And it's true, sometimes he did feel like ignoramus. He was ignoramus kind of a child, ignoramus. I-G-N-O-R-A-M-U-S, ignoramus. Child having no interest in doing homework. Ignoramus. Ignoramus means having no interest. The meaning in your book is ignorant person who lacks education. Means person lacking education. Why? Because he was not having any interest okay, to learn things. That's the reason. So having no interest. Patrick out here is having no interest. Let's move on to the second para. Then one day he found his cat playing with a little doll and he grabbed it away. Now he was having a cat also. We are coming to know that he was having a cat also. And one day what did he see? He saw that cat was playing with a little doll, and he grabbed it away. And he grabbed that little doll. Patrick grabbed that little doll which the cat was playing with. To his surprise, it wasn't a doll now. There is twist in this story. To his surprise, it was not a doll at all. Okay, what was it? But a man of the tiniest size. It was very tiniest size man of very small size. That particular doll was man of very small size. He had a little wool shirt with old-fashioned breeches and a high tall hat, much like a witch. So his dress up, what kind of dress up he was wearing? That tiniest, I'm talking about the tiniest man. Okay, like a doll. Okay, he had a little wool shirt. He was having a little wool shirt made of wool with old-fashioned breeches. What is breeches out here? B-R-I-T-C-H-E-S. B-R-I-T-C-H-E-S. Breeches out here means trousers, old-fashioned trousers, short trousers. Short trousers, okay, with very old-fashioned type of trousers. Who was wearing? This little man, this small man, like a doll he was wearing. He yelled, he was shouting, save me, don't give me back to that cat. I will grant you a wish. Save me. This little man was telling Patrick to save me Patrick from this cat. Okay, I will do whatever you will tell me to do. I will grant you a wish, I promise you that. Now this little man is saying, I will grant you a wish, I promise you that. Okay, let's move on to the next para now. Patrick could not believe how lucky he was. Here was the answer to all of his problems. So he said, only if you do all my homework till the end of the semester, that's 35 days, if you do a good enough job, I could even get A's. Now see here. Patrick could not believe how lucky. Patrick was feeling lucky because he was very lazy initially to do homework. Okay, now also he is very lazy, and now he got a man on whom he could rely to do his homework. That's the reason he was feeling so lucky. Here was the answer to all of his problems. So he said, only if you do all my homework till the end of the semester, that's 35 days. So one semester was of 35 days. So he was telling that, Patrick was telling to a small man that only if he could do a homework, okay, only if he could do a homework, the first semester's homework, the semester lasted for 35 days, only if he could do the homework, then only he will be able to save him from the cat. Then only Patrick will be able to save that small man from the cat. So small man unwillingly agreed to this decision. Till the end of the semester, that's 35 days. If you do a good enough job, I could even get A's. So to get A grade in his examination, or in his the first semester examination, he was compromising. Actually, Patrick was compromising with a small man, and small man had nothing. Small man actually had it's nothing to worry about, okay. So this chapter I will be stopping out here only, okay. If anything is not clear, I will make it clear in the next class. And children, please do buy the book. It is very much necessary to buy the book. Without the book, you will not be able to understand whatever I am teaching to you, okay. So this much for today. If you are not understanding anything, I will repeat it again. This much for today. I will continue it in the next class. Thank you very much.